Hey guys, welcome to Hammerpaints. So if you can hear some noise in the background, it's just my wife on the treadmill again, so I do apologise again for that. But okay, so where we're at on this particular, where I'm thinking where I want to head with this Flames of War at this stage is, what I've decided is crack my open fire box open, and I'm just going to start straight out on a Grenadier company. Got the figures there, they're plastic, ready to go. I thought, why not? So basically, I'm going to keep it really simple. I'm just going to keep them straight, yeah, German grey colours. There's a few I've noticed. There's a few guys on here with the camo netting over the hats, so I'll probably just do a little bit of camo colours there. But I really am going to keep it quite simple. So this will be just a straight up 790 point army. So it'll be me two sections of Grenadier platoons, or two platoons of them, two pack 40s and some Stugs. And I think that's a great little, because I actually don't own a Grenadier list, and I thought to myself, you know what, I'd really like a Grenadier list, because there's something about just the old straight Grenadier that's quite appealing to me. So the meat and potatoes of the German army, so that's something I really want to do. So what I've done, guys, is I've gotten the sprues here. Now I've taken them out of the box and I've washed them, because there's like mold release agents and oils and stuff all over them. So it's something that I'm really pedantic about as well. So I've heard GB was saying the same thing. It's, you know, like mold release agent effectively is just an oil, so you do want to get that off. It's something that will make your paint stick better if you do it, that's for sure. Now, so yeah, I've just clipped this. These were the full sprues, if you remember, if those who've got an open firebox. And basically what I've done is I've just clipped them in a strategic way, so I can hold this and I can paint each figure on the sprue. They were connected in a way that was pretty cool. I was sort of connected. For those that don't have the box, I was sort of connected like this with a little piece of plastic in between them. So I've just clipped it off, and then that way I can get in and clean their helmets and mold lines and stuff up easily as well. But the beauty about them on the sprue is I can paint a whole sprue's worth while they're on this sprue. It's easy to hold, number one. Number two, they're only connected at the base, which is great, so you can, when you finish the figure, you can just clip it off and stick it straight on the base, and Bob's your uncle. There's no golf tees or anything like that to worry about on these plastic figures, which is kind of a nice change. So as I said, I'm going to just keep it real simple. Now I know there's Americans mixed up in here, and you'll see as I go along and I'm posting videos and stuff, the Americans, because they'll be the ones that are, you know, they'll be the grey ones in between them all, because I'm not going to paint them up just yet. So they will be, I'm sorry, they will all be undercoated though. And I'm thinking about undercoating in grey anyway, so we'll see how I feel about that. So it should be an interesting little list, and the good thing is I can still use these tigers from Plastic Soldier, so that's also a good thing, because the Grenadier list, there's a couple in the D-Day combinations that you can get there where the Grenadiers have got tigers, and I love tiger. I'm a sucker for a tiger. I love the tiger tank, so there's that as well. But I am really interested to use those the Stugs at this. I'm really interested to see how they go together, see how they paint up and whatnot. Now I was looking at the plastic pack 40s here. They look fantastic. I'm really happy with the way they go together. The only gripe I probably have about them is clipping them off. You got to be I think you're going to have to be really careful. So if you use clippers and you get in there and you clip, which I'm not probably just going to try and cut it off with my knife very carefully. I'm hoping that I mean, it's a pretty hard plastic, but I don't want no bowing. Pardon me, I don't want no bowing. Like sometimes when you go to clip something, the piece will bow and put a weak point on it. And also, if you look, there's real fine little bits and pieces throughout the throughout the figure as well. But the detail's fantastic. Like the muzzle brake's got a I'll get this in a bit closer. If you have a look, the muzzle brake, focus. The muzzle brake's actually been done as like a straight through piece. You know, it's pretty incredible for this size plastic. So all you really need to do is drill a hole in the end of the barrel, and you got quite a nice looking piece. So Anyway guys, that's where I'm at the moment. I'm going to go out and undercoat these guys, and then I'm going to start getting into some painting. Now how far I go with these I don't know. I think I'll go down to as far as I'll pick out most of the detail on them and put all their insignias and stuff like that on like I usually do, but I don't know if I'm going to go fully into all the highlights I usually do. I might just do a base, a shade, and a highlight instead of doing like I usually do. 9 times, what I usually do, and all my other stuff is I'll do a base, a shade, a highlight, then another highlight, and then an extreme highlight. So I usually put 3 lots of highlights on them. From afar, you really can't tell, but when the guys pick them up and look at them, you can really see that there's been a lot of love being put into them. But I think this particular set of grenadiers, so I don't burn myself out, are just going to be a soul, not going to win no competition, just soul, let's go play some flames army. So let's see how we go with this, guys. I'm really excited to get into them, and I'm excited to be posting some more vids. Alright, catch you, Zone.